Welcome to the Library of Graphic Literature, nestled away in a secret location in St. John's, Newfoundland. And I'm your host here for this evening to give you a tour here of the library. Okay, let's get right to it. So, we'll start here. We have a huge lineup of books here. So let's go bookshelf by bookshelf. So we start up here. There, of course, are some of the latest DC omnibuses, of course, the Green Lantern one. Then we come down here. Oh, let's have a look at all of them across these two. Then it goes into the Marvel omnibuses, and then we come right down here to the DC Archives. And so I got quite a few of those here. I think I'm missing maybe 12 in all from the entire series. So they were one of my first loves when it came to collecting. I can still remember the very first one I bought. I think it was the Golden Age Starmen, and there, of course, it goes into Thunder Agents and DC Classics Library, the late one. And here we have some Vertigo titles, some good stuff there. And then down into the Absolute section. And it's an absolute mess here, actually. Now, back up to the top here again. Of course, like I say, here we go with our DC omnibuses and the start of all the Marvel ones. Now, we've, of course, seen all these here. Let's drop down to the rest of the Vertigo section. Then down below them is some more Absolutes, a few more omnibuses, and back right up to the top here again. And here we have, like I say, some Marvel omnibuses, some very good ones too, by the way. And here it is, dun 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 dun, the Spirit Archives. Love those. And here are some of my favorite all-time books here, the Jack Kirby collection from DC Comics. I call them the black tie editions. Then here's some various Neil Adams, some of the newer stuff from Batman, Wonder Woman, and then some more Vertigo here with Sweet Tooth, The Sleeper, one of my favorites. Then down below there we have a couple more Absolute editions, blah 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 blah, and the Mad Archives. It travels right up to the top here again. And let's see, where are we with it? Okay, Fantastic Four. Some cool stuff here. Shield, of course, had double dip on that. And now we come to the Marvel Masterworks. You gotta love these. These are the Golden Age and Atlas era ones, going into the Silver and Bronze Age here. I love these. I started actually out when I was collecting these years ago, and then for the main titles, at least all the big main titles, I switched to omnibuses. But all the other ones that are coming out these days, the extra ones, I'm getting in Masterworks anyway. And there's the Adamantium Wolverine thing. What a monster! Okay, back up to the top here. Mighty Thor, the Tomb of Dracula, which I know is making a lot of people jealous seeing that one there. And here we are, a few more omnibuses overflow than the rest of my my Masterworks. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, and here we go into the late lamented Marvel Premier Classics line. And a bit more of those, and some more omnibuses. Then a few extra overflow omnibuses here, and some miscellaneous stuff here. And down on the floor here, I had some overflow here too, so I threw these Justice Society. I have all these Mickey Mouse and Gasoline Alley things here. Some more there. Here's another sort of pile of DC books here. Now in behind here, and in behind the Batman thing there, down here we have the Erie Archives, or Creepy there anyway, the start of the Creepy Archives going behind there. And then we come up here, and let's go right up to the top again, sure. And here we have all the few Omnibuses and the complete Zap comics. Very cool. And here we have some Dark Horse stuff. So some great old Dark Horse stuff here. Love the Turok. Who doesn't love Turok? And Crime Does Not Pay. I was some tick when I heard that they'd cut that series off. Speaking of series being cut off, here is Archie and Archie's pal Jughead and a few other cool stuff there. Anyway, let's go to the other wall here. Up here we have sort of an assortment. I'll show the whole length of this one here. We start out with neat stuff, Humbug, Wits End, a lot of cool Craig Yo stuff. And right on over at the boys. Who doesn't love the boys? Love the boys, love the boys. And Boom's Irredeemable. Great piece there. And of course Frank Miller's Sin City. Meow. Let's take a nosedive over here. Of course you're all familiar with the Erie Archives. That's it. They're beautiful. And let's see some Hellboy, some various Mike Mignola stuff. I love you. Pistol Whip and some other cool Matt Kint stuff, because Matt Kint is cool. And here we have my much beloved Usagi Yojimbo Saga. My 7 volumes of that. One of the greatest series still on the go today. Way to go, sir. And here's a few more Dark Horse titles, including The Goon. Thank you very much to Sam Johnston for turning me on to those. Colossal Conan, that's cool too. Some Lock and Key. Then down here you have the rest of the Creepy and Erie Archives jammed in there. And a copy of Trump, no relation. And then back up to the top here, we have the Titan Kirby books, which were really cool. And that included in that too is the Your Dream book there from Craig Yo, which is one of my favorites. Then down below here we have the Understated Hermes line here. Some cool Gold Keys stuff and, you know, good mixture of stuff there in that one. Well, here's a sort of a mixed shelf there from Star Trek to, oh god, got a bit of the Hernandez brothers. Speaking of Hernandez brothers, there's Palomar on the far left, one of my favorite all-time graphic novels. Then, of course, Donald Duck, Uncle Scrooge, and more Uncle Scrooge, and more Uncle Donald, more Donald Duck, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, down here, we have a few more Dark Horse books and stuff like that. Of course, Hellboy, BPRD, Fair Agent, great book, and the complete Creep Hacks down there. I don't care how dirty it is. Hey, it's a classic. And let's see now, up here, we have, of course, the Image section. And of course, these are, I guess you would call them modern classics. Everything from your Saga to all that great Brubaker stuff. Here I've been stacking stuff here. I've been getting lazy and I got to do a bit more work and tidying up this shelf anyway. Okay, down below is sort of another mixed shelf here with everything from Hell to Rachel Rising, Wandering Star, a cult classic, Charlie Chan Hak Chai, Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck, a classic. Then of course some more Image, Invincible, Walking Dead, Lazarus, yada yada, Black Signs, Deadly Class, and here we have Mind Management. It rocks. Then down below, speaking of Warren, there's the complete run of Vampirella. And down there in the corner, there's all this cool Mobius stuff. I'm a huge Mobius fan, so I love that stuff. Now, let's come over here, and we'll have a look, starting with, of course, my spinner rack. This actually came from a comic book store that I used to own. Now, up here we have, well, basically, this is sort of the graphic novel section here. So you got everything from all your Rick Gary stuff there on top, D and Q stuff. Let's see, Mouse Guard. Who doesn't love Mouse Guard? But basically, this is everything I can fit on normal shelves. The Great War, Doom Boy, one of my favorite books, Akira, and then some soft cover stuff. I only have about 40 out of all these are soft cover. Then down here, Graveyard Book. Another classic there. First Kingdom, one of the underground classics. Ooh, and Dr. Savage over there. Gotta love that. And then my little Will Eisner section here. Stray Bullets. Jeff Lemire's Essex County Stumptown, one of the most sort of underrated comics out there. Then down here there's some P. Craig Russell stuff there. Just sort of some Crumb stuff there. And then those DC books. This is a stack of various things. Let's go up this shelf here now. We start with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Then a whole pile of these PS art books here. I kind of like them. There's something about them that's kind of cool. Then there's Moomin and Sixth Gun. And up here some... This is sort of more a mixed bag shelf. And up here is sort of a Valiant section. And then on top of that, a variety of toys and that. Okay. Here's a stack of books that are going to be gotten rid of. Okay, let's cut through my studio here over to the other section here. But first of all, we'll have a look at here. This is actually my reading stack. I got a lot of reading to do. Over here, now here is basically some more new stuff. Then some artist editions. Down here some more artist editions. And then we climb our way back up here. Got a few. This is actually my reading stack continued right here. Then there's a cool New Mutants artist select book. And then there's all these here are basically Sunday press books and that. And then down here on the bottom, a few artist editions. And then over here, we have basically sort of those Mad Al Jaffe covers down there. Madman, there's the complete Far Side down there. Now this here, section here basically is the comic strip section. So it starts out right up here with Calvin Hobbes, one of the greatest cartoon series of all time. Some Popeye, some Tarzan. Then down here, one of the other greatest comic strips of all time, Peanuts, the complete Peanuts, and the completed Peanuts set here too, including 3 volumes of Peanuts Every Sunday, the Color Sunday ones. Pogo. And now here starts basically my collection, my complete collection of the Library of American Comics, which is definitely like the premier line of comics for comic strips, for a comic strip publisher, shall I say. Love their stuff. And I have it all. And there's some Prince Valiant down there. Some various other publishers down on the bottom of that shelf. Now right here, this is a complete shelf of Library of American Comics masterpieces. Of course, these are all the superhero ones and the Archie. And the big book on Alex Toth. Who doesn't like Alex Toth? And one of my personal favorites, actually, Dick Tracy. Then down here, at first, when I first seen Little Orphan Nanny, I thought was something more like a Broadway show type of comic strip. I don't know what was wrong with me, but it's one of the greatest comic strips of all time. Then, of course, we have Terry and the Pirates. Classic material from Milton Caniff and his Steve Kenyon series. Then down below here, we have the wonderful Rip Kirby by Alex Raymond and then John Prentice. Then here we have X9 from Al Williamson and Archie Goodwin. A couple other ones jammed in there. Then down below there we have that Scorchy Smith, the Flash Gordon, Little Abner, Miss Fury, Polly and her pals, and those big Superman babies. So, anyway, that's what it's like here, living here in the Library of Graphic Literature. Thank you very much for your time, and have a great Easter. Bye.